Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well and fine. Welcome to your channel. Let's learn how to teach English. In this session, you are going to learn the classroom management. So this is a workshop on classroom management. The main objectives of the workshop: develop and enhance classroom management skills and sound foundations of effective teaching and learning. Make teachers aware of the roles in the classroom. Adopt positive classroom management strategies and practices. So in this session, you are going to have some strategies and practices that will help you to have, to adopt positive classroom management, and also you will be aware of your roles in the classroom, because some teachers are not aware of their roles in the classroom. So the first task that I will ask you, I will give you 1 minute to think about characteristics of my best teacher and characteristics of my worst teacher. Of course, the characteristics of my best teacher: he or she was always prepared, he or she was very positive, high expectations for me, he was the most creative teacher I have ever had, was fair, I like his personal touch, I feel that I was a part of the class, he showed me compassion when I had a problem, he was so funny, he taught me her class in a fun way, I was never bored in his class. He gave all the students respect and never embarrassed me in front of the class. She did not hold that I did against him. Now let's see some characteristics of my worst teacher. He was never prepared. The preparation before the class is very important in order to be a good teacher. He was negative and impolite. Yes, so the teacher should be positive, should be polite. He couldn't control his or her class well. Yeah, because controlling the class, is very important to have a good learning environment. He was unfair. He favors girls over girls. Yes, he should be fair. The teacher should be fair. He or didn't care about his students. I was felt bored in his class. He showed no respect to his or her students. He or she embarrassed me in front of class. So this is some answers, Task number 1. Now, what is classroom management? You are going to learn what is classroom management. So in your opinion, as a teacher, you are a teacher, what is classroom management? A classroom management, as you see in many definitions, organizing students' space, time, and materials so the instruction and learning can take place. So the way you organize in the class, the way you organize your space, the time, materials, instruction, so all of this, why in order learning can take place. This is classroom management. Definition: techniques for changing students' misbehavior and teaching self-discipline. So some techniques that the teacher uses in order to change students' misbehavior. Definition 3: the full range of teacher efforts to oversee classroom activities, including social interaction and student behavior. So the effort that is done by the teacher to oversee classroom activities, including social interactions and behavior. Definition 4: a provision of procedures necessary to create a mental environment in which teaching and learning can occur. So some procedure that the teacher should take in order to maintain, in order to have an environment in which learning and teaching can take place. Definition 5: eliciting the cooperation of students in minimizing misconduct so the worthwhile academic activities are occurring simultaneously. As you see, so classroom management has a relation with the teaching and learning. If a teacher possesses well how he manages his classroom I think this has a positive impact on students learning, on learning in general, and also teaching. Now, classroom management consists of what? All of the teacher thoughts, plans, and actions that create an orderly environment to promote learning. The strategy the teacher used to create a safe and orderly environment in the classroom and work with others to accomplish the specified goals. So this is classroom management. So all the thoughts, all the plans, all the action that the teacher did in the class create an orderly environment. This is why, to promote learning. So the strategies the teacher used to create. So in the classroom, the teachers use some techniques, some strategies. Why? To have a safe, to have a positive environment. So this is in brief. Classroom management is effective discipline. Effective discipline. If you are able to maintain, to have an effective discipline of your student, being prepared for class. This is clear. When the teacher is coming to class and be prepared, motivating your students. Also, this is classroom management. Providing a safe, comfortable learning environment. Providing a safe, comfortable learning environment. This is classroom management. Building your students' self-esteem. Being creative, imaginative in daily lessons. So this is classroom management. So effective is discipline, being prepared for the class, being creative, motivating your students, providing safe, comfortable learning environment, building your students' self-esteem. It's different to everyone. Why? Classroom management is different to everyone. Why? So of course it's different because teaching styles are different. It means teachers' styles are different. Personality, attitudes are not the same. It depends on number of students in the classes, because I think the way you will manage this, small classes, it's not like manage large classes and big classes. Not all management strategies are effective for every teacher. Not all management strategies are very effective for every teacher. Why is classroom management important? Of course, why it is now, we are going to see why it is important. Answers? Classroom is important because satisfaction and enjoyment teaching depends on leading students to cooperate. Classroom management use are of the highest concern for novice teachers. Classroom management and effective instruction are key in ensuring student success and learning, because classroom helps a lot teachers to make students succeed, to make students perform at the highest level, to make students perform well, and learn well. So this is why classroom is very important, because when there is the teacher has this skill of managing well the classroom, I think this will have a positive impact on students' learning and on the environment, on learning environment as a whole. List at least 2 ideas as a teacher with the effective managing strategy for you. How do you manage your classroom? So this is we'll see how do we manage your classroom. Answers: developing effective working with students. So having a good rapport, a positive rapport with students. This I think will help students to be well disciplined. Train students on how learning takes place in your classroom, how they learn. You should train them how learning takes place. Protecting and setting the time. Anticipate behavior in writing listening plans. You should anticipate the problems before they take place. So before you anticipate, when you anticipate the problem and you give them the solutions, and this of course will not affect students' learning. Establishing standard of behavior that promotes your learning. You should establish standard behavior. Students should know what our behavior can do and what you can do in the class. Sorry, dear friends. Teacher play important role and have different effects in managing their class. So what are the roles of teacher? The roles of teacher are facilitator, counselor, manager, mentor, leader, and a friend. This is some of teacher: facilitator, manager, mentor, promoter, helper, leader, friend. His functions: making wise choices about the most effective instruction strategies to employ. You should make wise choices, what are the most effective strategies that he can employ and which time. Planning lessons well and designing effective active facilitator. You should plan the lesson well. So we say this is effective preparation. Preparation before coming to the class is very important to have a positive classroom, a positive learning environments. And this also facilitate learning. Making effective use of classroom management techniques. Conclusion: excellent teacher understands his sociological background, have a good classroom management skills and strategies, know this subject matter well. Of course, you cannot teach a subject matter if you don't master it well, because before knowing how to teach it, you should first know it well. Know the pedagogical methods of teaching. You should be familiar with the pedagogical methods. You should master the pedagogical methods of teaching. So you know the subject matter well and you know the pedagogical methods of teaching. So this is the end. Thank you so much. The end of our lesson today, in which you have learned what is classroom management. I hope you benefit a lot from my session of today. This is Mr. Sharafi, teacher of English, giving you some sessions in which you learn how to teach English well, and of course this will have a positive impact on your students' learning and on your teaching practices. See you then, my dear friend. Goodbye.